I just got this giant, excessively heavy box in the post. And all I know is that on the label, it says it came from Adidas. And I got a message from J-Mike at Unisport that says, just sign for the package. So, Unisport, J-Mike, Adidas. Let's find out what's in this massive box.
What's in the box?
So this is actually so big that I don't know how to get it on the desk. Let's see what we can do. Like, I don't know what's in here, so I don't want to be too aggressive with like the scissors or anything. You never know what might happen. There might be a box or something. Well, there's likely to be a box, isn't there? Let's be honest. And if it's not something to do with football boots, I'm going to be stunned. But okay, I've clearly opened the bottom of the box. But let's see what we can get out of here. This is insane. Holy shirt balls.
Holy mother-forking shirt balls.
Looks like there should be some kind of like animal in here or something. Okay, does this lift? Yeah, this lifts. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know if you can see what is on the top there under the bowl wrap, but that makes things very, very interesting. Okay, let's lift this up. Okay, there's a spare shoehorn in there. Oh, there is a note. Let's have a look. Oh, God. This has to be one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Okay, we have some insoles just here. Now, obviously, we're getting closer and closer to what on earth this might be. So this has got the Unisport 30th anniversary logo on it, as well as obviously the Adidas and the 2025 1995 on here. I'm blocking out most of the light, aren't I? And then we have a string bag as well. Okay. I've just noticed something. So this, see if I can show you on the above camera, has like some kind of lock. What on earth? Okay, we're gonna read the note. We're gonna read the note. So I have a handwritten note here. So here we go. Hi James, 20 years ago a film was made following a young guy who makes his football dreams come true wearing a special pair of boots. You must know the film. At this point, you know the film.
One day, son. But not today. Come on, move!
Since we've been making football dreams come true since 1995, we thought we'd bring back those boots to celebrate our 30th anniversary. Keep dreaming, and we hope you'll enjoy the boots. Adidas and Unisport. Oh, here we go. We'd love to see the boots in your... okay. Sorry, my brain just shut off for a second while I read. We'd love to see the boots in your social media, but not before 10 AM, October the 28th. The lock will open at that time, but if you can't wait until then, contact J for code. The boots will be available for consumers October 29th through Unisport's channels. Okay, I think we should wait. But okay, let's see what happens. Oh, this is unbelievable. Okay, so okay, it doesn't actually Is it supposed to do anything? Or am I just waiting for... This is amazing and so confusing all at the same time. I obviously have to give a massive, massive shout out to J-Mike, Adidas, and the Unisport team. I'm confident this would not have come about without J-Mike. And oh, Jesus Christ, that didn't sound good. And then obviously the Unisport and Adidas team getting behind this. This is unbelievable. Okay. Okay, my buttons don't do anything. So, will that automatically come online at 10 AM? I don't know. I might have to message J-Mike to find out. But this is the box. And one of two things is going to happen. Either this video is going to go up and you're just going to see a box, or we're now going to move on to me actually opening this box and showing you the boots at 10 AM on October the 28th. Who knows? We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. You can probably see it just there. We have a live countdown. I'll try and show you on this camera too. Stupid shallow depth of field. You might not be able to see it. We have a live countdown. So as of right now, I have 3 days, 23 hours, 23 minutes. So this has just kind of kicked in. So we essentially have to wait. I'll see, hold on. I've got the GoPro here. There you go. So you can see the timer, and then we can unlock it if necessary just there. Now, quiet you. I have kind of decided that I think we're going to ask for the code. We're going to open it in advance so that I can show you the boots in advance, or like on the time, at the right time, because otherwise the box is going to open and then it's going to take me hours to generate a video for you, whereas if I get an early look at them, I can get some footage and then we can jump straight into the full look at the boots. So that's what we're going to do, but we're still going to keep an eye on the countdown, and right now we're probably going to have a look at the boots because the countdown is going to be at 0. Let's go. Okay, time for the big reveal. Yeah, did just click open. Here we go. Oh, it's even better than I thought. It's so good. Okay, I'm gonna get the GoPro, and we're gonna. Let's check this out. Oh my word! Look at that! They're even belted in. This is crazy. Oh, that is special on pretty much every single level, and I love it. Let's check this out. Hold on. Look at that. Look at that. These are unbelievable. Let's just carefully close that, because obviously we're going to keep the box. Pop that out. Okay, so just taking a second there, calm myself down, quickly thrown these on feet so I have a rough idea of what they're like, and grab the extras again that I showed you earlier, such as the insoles and the string bag and the shoehorn. The insoles are important because, well, you got multiple sets of insoles with the original version of this boot. So let's get into it. If you don't somehow know what these boots are, and if you don't know, that's completely fine, but you are so much younger than me if you don't know what these boots are. So let's check them out. These are the Adidas F50 Plus, probably better known as the F50 Plus Spider. The F50 Plus now meaning something completely different. It's an entirely different range of Adidas boots. However, more importantly here, this is the F50 Plus that was worn in the movie Goal by the protagonist, Santiago Munez.
Santiago, what are you doing?
Now, if you haven't seen Goal, if you haven't seen these boots in the movie, if you don't know who that is, I implore you, stop this video, pause it, come back later, go and watch the movie, and then come back and finish the video. That movie is iconic, and it genuinely means so much to so many people.
My dad's on the game! He said me play, man!
And these boots are such an incredible part of that movie, and I think they have done a pretty good job of visually making them look like those boots. Now, there are a couple of differences, the biggest one being these 3 red stripes just here for the Adidas branding. They weren't there on the Santiago Munez boots. These were black, so that's new. This here, the F50 Plus, it's F50. This was F50 Plus. I don't believe it was red, top of my head. And it was also definitely stitched into the boot. It wasn't kind of printed on like this. But the rest of the boot visually does look quite similar until we look at the outsole. So the outsole is, of course, the outsole that we're currently getting on the F50. It is the brand new Sprint Frame outsole, a Sprint Frame 360, which is a great outsole. The original boot had split tooling, and I remember like the biggest impact of that split tooling was quite substantial black studs and black detailing up the side of the boot here. Now, I think it's fine to move away from that tooling. You are missing kind of a bit of that impact. I will say this probably looks better, but the blue and reds, I don't dislike it at all. It's just not quite the same as the original, but I think that's fine. And one of the big reasons that I think that is fine, and especially in this instance, switching to this tooling, is going to be not only durability, because boots from 2005? I just googled 2005 are just not going to hold up. The sole plate's cracked very easily, and they're very, very heavy. We haven't gone through that whole materials revolution that we got with the F50 in 2010. So if we pop these on the scales, these are going to come in at 194 grams, which is an excellent weight for a boot in 2025. You would have added at least 100 grams to that to get the 2005 variation. So it would have been much heavier, much clunkier, and potentially way less durable. So this is a great move and makes this a usable pair of boots. Another big change, I assume, is going to be in this lace cover here, because this lace cover is leather, but based on Adidas's recent kind of trajectory, I'm assuming that this is calf leather and not K leather. The original was K leather, so I'm assuming this is a calf leather, but it's very, very soft. It's, of course, maybe a little more bulky than you expect on maybe some modern boots, because it's multiple layers, but honestly, just having them on feet there, really not seeing much in the way of differences, issues, problems, or anything like that. So visually, this absolutely hits every single mark for me, while at the same time modernizing the whole boot. Should mention, actually, the original boot didn't have an external heel counter either, so I actually think it does change the shape, but I still really like it. Before we move on to the biggest change in terms of design here, we do want to have a quick look at this here. This is super important. This is one of 995 pairs. So, remember correctly, my note said 29th of October. So these are going to be available on the 29th of October from Unisport. there is less than 1,000 pairs available. The association with Goal, the fact that it is the first genuine remake of an F50 Plus, which is a much beloved boot, means these are going to fly. So if you want a pair of these, you sure as hell better be fast. Be ready to go. However, on to some other changes. Before we get to the big change, let's have a quick look at the insoles here. I did mention the insole earlier. So this has the made in Scheinfeld. So this is you've seen it on all the remake Predators recently. It's where the Copa Mundial is made. This is the key factory in Germany. This is a big deal for Adidas. So this is made in Scheinfeld. And I will say that the quality on these does look exceptional. I will say that much. The insoles do seem to be exactly the same. I seem to have 2 pairs of exactly the same insoles, but that's okay. So you get the 1995-2025. So this is Unisport's 30th anniversary years. So that's why we've got those there. And then the Unisport 30th anniversary logo here. Adidas logo, made in Scheinfeld in Germany. And then, as usual, the top coating on these is glorious. Glorious from Adidas. I really like those. Let's get those back in and let's get into the big change. Now, what some of you may have noticed, if you are people who know what these are, etc., etc., is that there used to be a lace loop or a lace hole around here. It's like a metal eyelet with that you'd run your laces through up here. That is gone, and that's because the whole lacing system is different. So you've still got your lace cover, but it's not a standard kind of holes lacing system, or I suppose it was loops at the time. Loop system on the inside and kind of a floating tongue, and then this bit here would come back and it would velcro. So this would like fold over, this would fold over here, and you'd velcro that to that. That's what you used to do. So it used to velcro down. You don't have that anymore. The velcro has gone and the lacing system is different, and you've basically got a one-piece upper with a knit material, which I assume is prime knit, filling in that central space all the way down the boot. This knit is super premium, by the way. And then the laces are looped in and up through the cover. So they're laced up to the cover, down to the boot, up to the cover, down to the boot. So it means when you pull the boot, you can tighten the whole thing down and in, like that. Now it doesn't pull these kind of corners in very much. It leaves them somewhat stuck out, but that's fine. And these lace loops here, these ones in here, have actually got really solid eyelets just in here to make sure that they don't kind of rip or pull through what is a textile material that looks very, very similar to what we got on the original boot. Okay, I'm taking some photos, kind of makeshift studio. They're coming out quite nicely. However, in taking the photos, I have just realised that I've been a fool. This upper, this material wasn't on the goal boots, was it? It was an all over. It was the same upper all over. This was what was on the regular F50, which is what I've been coming to the whole time. So that's a pretty big difference. Like, I'm not complaining about it, and I can absolutely see why that would have happened. But yes, it's this upper, not the stitched, the kind of spider webbing with the all over consistent upper, which you got on the F50 Plus from Goal. So there you go. So that is different, but as I say, I did throw these on feet, and it's excellent. The fit is lovely. Now, if this was a normal boot review, we'd be saying, well, why do we have this extra piece of top material? This is like a really good fit. Like, we don't need this. But it's a remake, and it's completely fine. And I think that this has been well designed. I do like this quite a lot, and just that pulling the lace loop, the lace down. No Velcro there, so you do have this little bit sticking up, but Velcro is generally a disaster. I think that this makes this, along with the outsole, a boot that you could happily go out and use on a pitch in modern day and be really happy with it. I think a lot of people, if you were to go out and use these on a pitch, I know a lot of people want these for collection. A lot of people would love this. Love going out in these. And something I do have to point out just from putting these on, this heel is phenomenal. It's so good. This is the heel. Adidas. You sent me these boots with Unisport. If you're watching this, make this heel and put it on everything. So this is a more traditional style turn and stitch heel. It's even got the 3 stripes coming up the back of the boot here, which looks fantastic. But the padding, the shaping, this heel is wonderful. There is, like, it's so sculpted around my heel. It's lovely. It's such a good heel. Like, I will defer to my good friend Lockhart Boot Blog. Hopefully he gets a pair as to how he feels about it. He's the heel aficionado. I'd love to see what J Mike says as well in his review of these, which I'm sure will be coming about the same time I drop this. But that heel is delightful. Absolutely delicious. And finally, very importantly, sizing. If you are going to try and pick these up, because there's so few of them, you're probably only going to get one chance to grab these, so you want to make sure you grab the right size. So for me, I have these in a US 7.5, UK 7, 255 millimeters Japanese sizing. So firstly, big shout out to J Mike for making sure I got the right size boots, because I guarantee it was J Mike that did that. And also, what that means for you is you want to buy exactly the same size that you have in the current F50 Elite. That's absolutely my best reference point. Whatever size you have in the current F50 Elite, buy the same in this. Now for me, if you want to use the Predator 25 Elite as a reference point, I actually have the Predator 25 Elite half a size bigger than this, because I find the Predator 25 has quite a pinched toe box. But go with your normal Adidas Elite level boot size if you want to pick them up. As for how they are for a wider foot, they're going to be a tight fit, especially through the midfoot here, but I have a wide foot and most of my width is in the forefoot here, and I still found these pretty comfortable. I had no issues whatsoever. Like, they're really nice. They're really nice and super comfortable, and I can't state how fantastic this heel is. The heel is wonderful. So this is an amazing remake. An amazing remake. Like, I could go on for days. I'm sure I will on various other platforms. Haven't even mentioned the little Unisport logo under there. But thank you very much to Unisport, to Adidas, and to J Mike for getting these out to me. Both the boots and this absolutely insane box, which I think just makes these all the more special. I will leave you looking at that rather than my face.